Hi, folks. It's me, Christiana Gaudette. It is Monday, June 3rd, and I am here with what's becoming my new Monday tradition. It's your weekly three-card reading. Today's reading will be for June 3rd through 9th, today through next Saturday. So, how does this work? First of all, if you're watching live, I appreciate your being here. If you're watching an archive, either on Facebook or YouTube, I appreciate you being here. So here's how it works. I am pulling three cards for the energy of the week for all of us. Now, is that the same thing as sitting with me and having a tarot reading? Of course it's not. A tarot reading, if you sit with a reader and have a reading, those are energies for you. That's talking about specifically, if you have a good reader, specifically what's going on in your life. And I see a few people here that I know. I see Jan, I see JL, I see a bunch of you. Thank you so much for being here. So this is not the same as having an in-person reading or even having a distance reading with a tarot reader for you individually. But here's how it works. If you hear the message and it resonates for you, then take it as a message for you. And before we get started, let me do just a minute of shameless self-promotion. First of all, I want to remind you that right here, Wednesday evening, that's June 5th, right here on my business page on Facebook, we'll be doing our monthly Global Tarot Circle. All you have to do, it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All you have to do is look for the live stream. If you're a reader, bring your cards, bring your questions. We spend the first half hour doing readings for each other. Hey, Jeannie, nice to see you. We do the first half hour doing readings for each other, and then we do some tarot study together for the second half hour. It's free. It's fun. I hope to see you then. Now, for those of you who are in the Palm City area, I've got a great class coming up this Sunday. It's called Clarity in Every Card, how to use context, keywords, and intuition to give a great tarot reading. Sign up for that. You can find that here in the events on this page. Hey, Betsy, how's life in Michigan treating you? Glad you're here. So the other thing, of course, is I am getting ready for my June tour where I will be in New England. I'll be staying in Connecticut. I'll be available in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. I'll be doing readings at True Bikram Yoga in Madison and also available for parties and house calls. So reach out. Hey, Lori, did you get your book? Let me know. All right. And speaking of books, of course, now both my books have second editions, Fortune Stellar and Tarot Tour Guide. They are available on Amazon in Kindle form and in paperback, and you can also get them signed on my website or in person if you happen to see me. All right, so what deck am I using today? I am using the beautiful Grand Lux Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. This is a signed original self-published edition. However, good news, this will be available to the world through US Games this summer. And it is a beautiful deck. If you haven't seen it before, you're going to get a glimpse at it now. And for you tarot collectors and tarot lovers, I don't see how you can resist this one. Okay, so what are the energies surrounding us? For this week, let's take a look. We're going to do three cards. Take a breath with me, and let's see what we got. First card. Oh, great. First card is the Tower. So let's all admire the beautiful artwork and let's think about what it portends for the week when our first card is the Tower. Okay, so this could be a tough week for some, and Amy Mauser is here, my good friend in Portland, Oregon, and I know your family is having something of a Tower week, so it makes sense. All right, let's talk about the Tower for a minute. You know, as tarot readers, we kind of joke about this card, saying that, you know, this is the card you don't want to see, but you know what? This card is also about our spiritual growth and our enlightenment. It can suggest that there could be some chaotic energies in your life right now. especially this week. It could suggest that some things will not go the way you want them to. It could suggest that some things will be more difficult than usual. And so buckle your seatbelts, be careful, look both ways when crossing the street. However, let's look at this card from a more spiritual perspective. The lightning that strikes the tower down is enlightening. The spiritual message of this card is that which is built on a faulty foundation can no longer stand. This is a time for real self-honesty. You have to look at yourself and you have to say, am I being true to myself? Am I being real in my life? Are the structures of my life supporting me? And if they are, you're all good. But if not, it is time to knock those bad boys down and build again. So let's see what the next card is. Okay, so, man, this may be a hard week at work for a lot of people. Our next card, and good morning to everyone and good afternoon. I saw good afternoon there, so I know we're now worldwide, or at least nationwide. No, probably worldwide. There's nowhere in this nation that's afternoon. So there's people coming in here from other countries, and I absolutely appreciate that. That's one thing you're going to love about Global Tarot Circle, too, on Wednesday evening for me, is we really are global. So thank you all so much for being here. Let's look at our second card. It is the Seven of Pentacles, or in this deck, the Seven of Coins. So one of my favorite key words for this card is harvest, although it's important to note that Aleister Crowley calls this the card of failure. Hey, Amanda, my good friend, how you doing? So we don't see failure in this particular card, do we? We see the harvest. We see reaping the rewards of our hard work. So if we put these two cards together, we recognize that we might be working very hard this week, whether in our jobs, in our families, in our lives, in our spiritual development. We realize that things are changing and maybe we don't like the changes or maybe we're afraid of the changes. And we realize that we need to work really, really hard to create our harvest. So this is nose to the grindstone. This is, even if you feel damaged or injured in what's going on, you got to just put a Band-Aid on it and get to work and do what you got to do. So what is the third card? Hey, Richard is here. Good evening and night from this side of the earth. You say we're all here right now. We are one big global tarot family. So the third card really does make it a lot better. The Queen of Cups. Now, this is a good lesson in reading in context, because when we're doing an overall reading here, you know, people have a tough time with the court cards. I taught a class on the court cards just last week. I think the reason that people have a tough time with the court cards is they're very versatile. They can mean many different things. In this context, the Queen of Cups is about nurturing your heart and nurturing love. And so, what do we see here? If we look at these three cards, when we look at this week, get ready for a shakeup, be unflinchingly honest with yourself, and be willing to do away with what isn't serving you, even if that's scary, and expect perhaps some unexpected and difficult changes. Work hard. Regardless of all of that, do your work, whatever that is, whether you're at a job, whether it's spiritual work, whatever it is, do your work and your harvest will come. And with the Queen of Cups, do everything from a perspective of love. Nurture love in your heart, nurture love for yourself, nurture love for others. Remember the whole concept of loving your enemies. It doesn't mean you have to let them into your heart or let them into your life, but send them love, not hate. Be in a place of love, no matter what happens. If we are able to do that, if we are able to withstand change and make the changes we need, if we are able to work hard And if we are able to do it all from a place of love, it will be a fine week. So I want to thank you all for being here. I see my friend Joanne Matthew popped in. Great to see you. So again, if the message resonates, as some of you are coming in and saying that it does, take the message, take it to heart, do what you need to do with it. If you would like to see me for an in-person reading, I am available in my Palm City office. I am available anywhere in the world by phone, Skype, FaceTime, or Messenger. And from June 12th to June 25th, I will be available in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. You can reach out. You can private message me here if you like. You can go to my website, christianagodet.com. I will look forward to seeing you and speaking with you. And I hope to see you Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, that's New York time, for Global Tarot Circle right here. Thank you so much. Have a great week, everyone.